Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to FFTV with me, Francis Green. And first of all, happy Friday, people. Happy Friday. Wait there, I nearly fell off my chair there. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you've had a great week. But as they always say, champions are made on a Friday. So make sure you obviously work on yourself or behave yourself over the weekend. But thanks ever so again for being in the mix. I think I was a minute late, which I don't like, eh? Bjorn's put late today, Fran. I think it's, what time is it actually? I think it's 2 minutes. Not good. 2 minutes, not good. Trying to sort everything out I was. But first of all, welcome. I really do appreciate all new subscribers. Really appreciate everything that you're doing and subscribing. And already the existing subscribers, they like, they share, they comment. Unbelievable community. And yeah, someone's put, Hollywood's put late. Curtis Shaw settings. No. 2 minutes. Come on, 2 minutes. But you might as well be 25 minutes late if you're 2 minutes late, as he would always say. But welcome in the chat, everyone. Brandon, Speak 888, Bjorn, How Beast, Are You Guna, Ashton, Shiko, Dardine. Big up the friend from St. Louis. Big love, big love. Overseas. We got a little bit of announcement that I'm going to make later on for the overseas gang that we've got in the group. Big up Bjorn. Tony C's put, now we know why Arsenal and Edu haven't done much transfer business. We're after Messi. Well, we will see. But as always, I will have a little chat with myself, with you, and then we will obviously come into the chat and see what's everyone. Another one, Hollywood Hills, is put from Florida as well. Absolutely love it. Really do love the American connection that we've got in the building. So first of all, we did a quick emergency stream yesterday. It seems like the whole world was doing emergency streams yesterday with the breaking news about Messi. That is the biggest news in world football, as we all know. And it really overshadowed Jack Grealish's move, really. You know, everyone forgot about Jack Grealish. Just went for a British record of 100 million, and here's Messi. Here's the Messi news. You know what I mean? So it's kind of helped him away because kind of takes the pressure off at the moment a little bit. When the season starts, the pressure is going to be, you know, bang smack on obviously Jack Grealish at Man City. But the disturbing news is the La Liga must be in, or Barcelona, Madrid, the league must be in a serious bad position for this to be happening in La Liga. I mean, we know that Barcelona, we know Real Madrid, we know they had debts. It's even highlighted even more so now that the reason they were pushing the Super League is because they needed this cash desperately. That wasn't going to happen. And now it's really come, it's really, you know, the pigeons, you know, cat amongst the pigeons, and, you know, the chickens, of the roosters have come home to roost. There's a big problem. And Laporte was on earlier. You've probably seen it. And he was saying that we had a contract with Messi. We've been negotiating for months. His contract officially ran out probably last week, so he's due to sign his new one now. But we cannot get the go-ahead from La Liga to get this deal done. They basically saying it cannot be done because of the financial restraints that Barcelona are having. They can't get this deal. And also, this is not being spoke about, right? This is not being spoke about enough in the world of football. He was taking a 50% pay cut to stay at Barcelona. People are just kind of looking over that, maybe because they want to, or ignore that. In modern day football and all the bad press that footballers get, he was going to take a 50%. Now, some people sit around and say, well, Fran, now he's only going to get 200 grand a week. It doesn't matter, because he could go somewhere else and get what he wants. So he was going to take a 50% pay cut to stay one team, you know, one man team player, which would obviously is a legend, is an icon, is legacy anyway. But, you know, when someone moves from a club, it don't seem right seeing them in a different shirt. It don't seem right. I don't know. It's just not going to seem right for me. We've seen Messi in another shirt, but there's big problems in La Liga, and this could be the end of La Liga, as we know. The El Clasico is not what it used to be. Ronaldo obviously went. Now they're trying to get young South Americans to obviously try and find the new Messi, try and find the new Neymar, etc. But the money's clearly gone. And like we always said, and like we say about Man City spending all the money, if the money is not there, then you can't do big business. You can't do big business. So It's strange. Patrick H has put the revenue Messi generates for La Liga is crazy. So I still believe there is a chance he ends up staying. That's what I think is going to happen. I think this is a ploy, even though it's as dramatic as it is. And they're coming on in front of the cameras, and Laporte is saying, "Listen, we can't get this deal done." I think La Liga have to kind of let this one slide. But then on the flip side, I was talking last night that the other clubs that have probably been penalized over the years from La Liga they're gonna throw lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit at La Liga. So can they afford to do this? Can they afford to allow that to happen, knowing that everyone else is going to be absolutely thinking, absolutely saying, well, what about us? What about this? I just can't see it happening. Big happy Independence Day to Jamaica, fellow Jamaicans in the group. Even if you're not Jamaican, I know you like the culture. So come on now. Big up. Wilson Sport, yo, friends, I hope that you're staying well and safe. As always. Bjorn, 200K a week. I went in reality down to 500K a week with his contracts with Barca. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, the amount of money that he gets, I know he's got Adidas playing a majority of it, the contracts and all that stuff. Even sponsors sometimes have to subsidize the wages that comes from Barcelona. So yeah, but still, my point is, he was still willing to do that, where so many players and so many fans have been tarnished with greedy. He was still willing to give up half of it. Yes, he's already rich. Yes, but it still takes a certain type of person to do that. It really does. Dwayne's put PS5 Hunting, laugh out loud. Yeah, so Dwayne, what's going to happen is I've got to try and get my hands on one, because it's quite hard to get your hands on one. As soon as they come in the stores, they're gone straight away. And I'm not sure about these people on eBay and that, bit shifty. So, but we're trying to get hands on one, but we're going to do it at the end of the month, me and Curtis. I might even do it off of Curtis's and mine. We're not too sure what we're doing, but as soon as I've got my hands on one at the end of the month, it gives more people to get involved. So make sure you keep sharing, because more people will get involved. Obviously, the bigger the competition. Devon's put, big up, friend, good content. Thanks ever so much, Devan. Wilson's put, I believe there are legs to the Messi story. If Messi leaves Barcelona, it would be a massive loss to La Liga. We need to be real, Fran. Unbelievable. It would just be a huge mistake if they let him go. Stupid YouTube didn't remind me. You're here now, social DRG, don't worry. Barcelona and Real Madrid will need to rebuild. I think that's what they're going through now. I really do. Chris is saying, play some reggae at the end of the show. I'll probably get kicked off, won't I? You know what I mean? Probably get kicked off if I play especially some Beres Hammond or something in the background. Sanchez, Beres, the cleaning music. All you gooners put, despite Messi leaving, I'll still watch La Liga. Technically, it's still a great league. Devon's put, Fran, download an app called Hot Stock. It will tell you when it comes in stock. Okay, Hot Stock. Can you imagine the pressure of the 10 shirt from Messi has left? I can guarantee no one wants that pressure. No one wants that pressure. No one wants that pressure. I am well, everyone. I am well. So where's he going to go? For me, greatest player, where's he going to go? Okay. There's only two clubs he can go, and one of them have kind of not put the name in the hat. So Man City, Pep came on earlier, and he didn't really say anything about that. But he didn't physically say it, but then I seen a quote which said it's from him, but I don't know if it is, saying from that they were interested in Messi, but they're not interested in him now. They've obviously gone for Jack Grealish, and they said about Harry Kane, they said, Harry Kane, we want Harry Kane. We like Harry Kane, but it's dead at the moment because Spurs do not want to negotiate. He basically just cut it off short and said, but Spurs don't want to negotiate. It's over. Job done. That just puts the pressure on them and Harry Kane, etc. I don't know what he's going to do, but he needs to obviously sort that side of his problems out with his agent, which is his brother, I believe, and Spurs. So Man City at the moment do not look like they've shown any interest whatsoever with Messi. They may be doing it behind the scenes. As we know, they got the Jack Grealish one done all behind the scenes and then just got it done and dusted within, a week, basically. They could be doing that with Messi. And I am sure that talks have been happening for weeks, if not months, in case this deal will not get signed off by La Liga with Man City. Or Man City might have just said, listen, in England, FFP can't work, job done. He is a free agent, which... yes, he's going to have huge money. But if you think about it, one of the greatest players of all time, arguably the best, He's going to be free to sign. And yes, he's 34, but this 34-year-old, he's better than most 25-year-olds we've ever seen on the planet Earth. So even if you got 2 seasons out of him, your shirt sales would go through the roof within the first week. They would get all their money back. So from a financial standpoint, if City can do it, they've got to go for him. Obviously, City, PSG, the oil fams, PSG are now apparently, it's been very clear that they are talking. They've spoken with Messi's father, who is his agent. They've spoken, they won't have spoken with Messi. Maybe Poch has, to be fair, directly because Argentina, the old connect there. But PSG are going to be the strongest ones now. It's only 2 clubs, I think, that can afford to get him, unless Man United, because they've got the backing, really pull up trumps and get this. But I can't see him going Man United. It'll be a completely different way for him. There's not really a connection, whereas PSG, you've got Poch and obviously Pep at Man City. So I can only see that happening. I can't even really see a Chelsea popping into it. But Atletico are winning La Liga as it stands. Exactly. Atletico have always been in the mix now, haven't they? For a while now. Sorry if I didn't click on some of the comments, because you know what I'm like once I get rambling on. Let's go back. Gareth's in the chat. He's put, this should teach big clubs not throw money around at players to buy success for the sake of it, because now it is biting them in their ass, and lots of assets for nothing. True. I think they've been on a decline for a long time, haven't they? They really have. Bjorn's put, typical Barca to blame others for their own downfall. They have always used cheat codes. Social Diaz put, what about Middle East? Al-Az Mataragatra. Yeah, the Middle East has always got, but as you know, I've just come back, 5 months ago, I've just moved back from Dubai, Middle East. They've got money left, right, and center over there. We've just seen Pereira go for apparently 150K a week. Pereira has gone to the Middle East because he said he was saying he's at the stage of his life where he's basically just going to go about money. He wants to better himself and get more money. Fair play to him for actually saying that. And the money was not there in the Premier League. Basically, that's what he was saying. So there's a lot of money out there, and obviously China. But the thing is with Messi, the thing is he don't want to leave Barcelona. I think he's going to be devastated, to be honest, that he has to leave Barcelona. And we've never really seen this unique situation before, where the club wants to sign a player and the player wants to stay at that club. We've never really seen that before in football, especially not Messi. And I think they're trying to pull on La Liga's heartstrings, and I'm just not sure how it's going to pan out. But the press conference that we seen earlier with Laporte, he was basically saying, we wish him farewell. There's a tribute video out of him that got released last night. There's nothing that we can do to keep Messi at this football club. That is basically what he's saying. Now, again, he could just be using it, like we say, to get people, to get La Liga to obviously, thinking, kind of like, you know what it's like, trying to use psychology and manipulating the league, etc. Bjorn reckons that we don't need Messi at United. You think listen, there's not one club in the world that don't need Messi. Not one. Not one. It doesn't matter how old he is. Have you seen him last season? Wow. Grant Sport, I hear Messi has contacted Dalio to Poch, trying to get there, maybe because of the Argentina connection. Dwayne's put, would City take the 10 off Grealish? Nah, they wouldn't. Now they wouldn't disrespect. You just put the 9 and the 1. Don't know if we can do that in the Prem. Social people, I reckon Villa, because of Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez is the best agent at the moment. No chance Messi to City and Ronaldo to United. A madness would be lit. Can you imagine that? That would be absolutely crazy. We don't want Messi at United. Bjorn was saying, just clicked on that one. Birmingham would love Messi. Yeah, the Brummies would love Messi. Pay Wenger 100K to persuade him to join the Arsenal. Can you imagine? We've got no chance, people. No chance. Wilson's put, I recently started my new job as a panel communications advisor at Qatar. It is going really well, and I'm enjoying it, to be honest. Well, big round of applause for Wilson. Well done on your new job, and more importantly, well done for enjoying your job, because most people do not enjoy the jobs. And I'm a big believer is, if you don't enjoy your job, don't do the job. Talk Muse put Fran, the only place he would be comfortable at the moment would be Man City with Pep. If City want him, they will get him. I mean, if City get him, I would love it. I would love it. And I'm sorry, I'm definitely getting a City shirt for my son with Messi on the back, 100%. I might have a secret one as well, but you can't see me wear it. You can't see me wear it. Social DLG, well done, Wilson. Great to hear. Yeah, good luck from the community. Boom, Messi. Yeah, Edu's under pressure now to try and get Messi. Forest Green Rovers. I know Mark Cooper very well. He was a Forest Green manager. I don't know if he's still there. Maybe not. He's still there. I think he stepped up. But yeah, I know Cooper quite well. He was there for a long time. Good club, Forest Green. Good club. Fran, rumors are he might go Napoli like Maradona. Can you imagine? Wow, that would be unreal. Imagine he just wanted to do that because that's what his icon did. I mean, that would be just fantastic. Absolutely just fantastic. If PSG get Messi on top of Donnarumma, Pogba, Neymar, I don't think they'll go for Pogba. With Neymar, then there is no excuse to not win the Champions League, 100%. But I don't think they'll go for Pogba if they get Messi. And Messi will be thinking, why is this kid not running around? Get the likes up, people. Yeah, get that in the algorithm. Hendo's put, to be fair, at his age 34, Messi would not be able to handle the pace and physicality of the Prem week in, week out. At best, he may have another season. So in him, League and Serie A and MLS best. But people think that about that, but this guy doesn't have to run around. This guy, I don't know if you watch Paul Scholes, One Pace Man. This player is one of the greatest players ever. He doesn't have to run around. Like, he'll get kicked, he'll get back up. That's a great thing about Messi. He'll have a free kick, he'll put one in the top bin, he'll give someone the eyes, he'll probably get about 10 assists and just be ridiculous. Would he score as many goals? Probably not, because the quality of assists will not be as good. And like you say, it will be a bit physical. But yeah, I just can't. I think he can play anywhere. He's when you're that good, it doesn't matter where you play or what position you play, you will see unbelievable stuff. At Barrow now, Cooper. Is he gone Barrow? All right, interesting. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Wilson's put big up and big up the likes, people. Thanks ever so much. Speak 88 has put, everyone at Man City will press for him. Oh, big time. Just to get him in the door. Like, this is Messi. If you've got an opportunity, which no one thought anyone would get Messi leaving Barcelona, you know, if you can get him, you got to go for him. Messi scored 35 plus last season, so he'll be fine in the Prem. Messi scores 30 goals every single year and doesn't even play up front. Plays like just floating around. Unbelievable. I think Barca will work something out and he'll go PSG, possibly Serie A, but I don't think he'll fancy the Premier League unless it's under Pep, and City don't seem to want him. Yeah, there's only going to go City. He knows that the Premier League is very different. It's the best league entertainment-wise. It's not the best league technically. That's why we never have the best players come at the prime in the Premier League. They want to go somewhere else. May start to change now because other leagues have been struggling to keep up with the finances of the Premier League. But, you know, a Burnley, for example, a West Brom, teams like this, they won't be able to play in any other top league because they get bashed every week. It's just the English football is less technical but a lot more physical, and it's like a hot potato at times because no one knows how to keep the ball. I Am King has put Messi to PSG, but would Neymar be happy about that? Well, there's a few talks about, you know, Neymar obviously wants to be the main man all the time. I follow Solihull Moores at the second team, and I recently got Neil Ardley, ex-counter manager. Good. I think, who was Solly? Was Marcus Bignett? Was Marcus Bignett manager there for a bit? Played with him for a little bit. Big up Fran from Andrew, checking in from Mississippi. Another one from the States. Big love. Forest Green was about Bellerin, I think. I could take him. He's about the man. Yeah, they're a vegan club. I think they're a vegan club. They're good. They're doing things in the right way. There was even talk they were going to get the first woman manager in the Football League as well. Neil's put, Messi is once in a lifetime kind of player. Played 47 games, scored 38 goals. Messi, we won't find another Messi, I don't think. You got to think. So you had your Pelés and your Maradonas. Then you had this huge gap to then Messi and Ronaldo, some would say. With in between, there was some class players, but they know the actual, those levels, alien level. So now we're probably, for me, we're going to have another huge gap. It could be 20, 30 years before we see another player. And by then, football would have changed so much. I don't know how, how we would even compare, because you can't really. Great content as usual. Arsha's put Fry. Fran, why doesn't you rate Pep? Come on, man. I love Pep. Pep's the man. I absolutely love Pep. So yeah, I love Pep. He's if it wasn't for Arsenal, then I would be a Man City fan. I loved him when he was playing. I love Pep. Loved him at Bayern. I just like his philosophy. Everything about him. Everything about him. Everything about him. So that's Messi. I think I can only see him going, if they don't sort anything out, I can only see him going to PSG. I can't see him going City. I really can't. Craig's just asked me about Fran. R9 at Barcelona wasn't real. R9 is my favorite player, but it'd be wrong for me to say he was the best, but he was my favorite ever player. And if he didn't get those injuries on his knee, and he didn't have the Brazilian party lifestyle, as they all do, then yeah. But he's the best centre forward I've ever seen. Chris has put vegan club. Where does the testosterone come from? There's loads of things you can eat now. Natural plants give you more than anything, Chris. Shears put, Pepe. I thought you said Pep from Arsenal. All right. I'm thinking, have I said I've disrespected Pep? You know what? Pepe has, let me just go on Pepe, because we're going to go into Arsenal. Pepe has all the ability, right? All the ability. But he doesn't do it enough. He doesn't beat the fullback enough. He doesn't produce enough. So for me, what's the point in having all this ability and playing once every so often? You might as well get rid of all your ability and give me an 8 and a 9 like a James Milner every week. And I can rely on you, and you're going to give me a good performance every week, because that player is going to be more valuable and more effective over the course of a season than a player who plays 10 games. I say it about Pogba all the time. These players, they look great, but how effective are they? And Pepe, for me, needs to step up this season. Last season, I said to Curtis, the kid's a liability. But it was his first season, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I even said Partey was poor at times, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's their first season, so this season we will see. We will see. But yeah, he's got to do something for me this season. He has really got to do something. Amsterdam's put yes, I know about this channel from Curtis, but love the content from sunny Thailand. What a place. Thank you for the comment. Really do appreciate it. Jansen's put Zidane, Ronaldinho, Arne, and Henry were great as well. Those players were great. But what's the level that you would say Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona? Legends, iconic, but the words are used around so much. But those names, like I say, Jansen, those names, Ronaldinho, Zidane, unreal. But I think it's to do with the consistency as well. For example, Ronaldinho continued him, then he would have been the greatest player ever. He would have been the greatest player ever. R9 didn't have the injuries and he continued. He would have been the greatest, one of the greatest players ever. You know, so, but it's always hard to beat Maradona. We know that. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Albie, so Fran, how'd you like Pep for even mistreating Yaya, Toure, and Zlatan? Yeah, but you know, look at Wenger. Wenger didn't think Yaya was good enough. You know, sometimes you get it wrong. Do you think Pep has taken football to a different level, and why? I think Pep took it to a different level before he came to Man City. If you look at the way Barca played, and if you look at the way Barcelona played, his philosophy of 5-second rule, you have to win it back after 5 seconds. When you lose it, if not, you get back into shape. His false number 9, which came through obviously the Spanish way of thinking, etc. All these things, football has to evolve, and he was definitely one of them that evolved it. Obviously, like Amsterdam Pateo saying, Cruyff was kind of the one that took football to Barcelona. So Cruyff, Ajax, their philosophy, etc. They're the original ones that took this football to Barcelona. And Barcelona made it into a modern version over the 20 or 30 years, and that's why we got to see this magnificent style of football. Magnificent style of football. Arne burnout and way too quickly. Yeah, he had bad injuries on his knees, and back then you couldn't really come away. You couldn't really get away with injuries like you can now with the technology. Chris has put a Tottenham fan on another channel announced Kane was better than Henry. Listen, we all know, right? We've all been guilty of being biased towards our own clubs, but sometimes you've got to say to yourself, I'm being stupid here now, and let me be unbiased. you sometimes we're stupid in the things that we say, and that's just stupid comment. Kane and Henry are completely two different players. Kane scores more goals, so you could say that, but Henry's a completely different player. So, Kane and Shearer, that's who you compare, But, we say crazy things. We do say crazy things at times. Goals and consistency is what sets Messi and Ronaldo miles apart from the rest. How both of them have been doing. It's ridiculous. Their consistency is ridiculous. Also, the reason Pepe as well, 72 million, has kind of killed him on his, I think we're expecting more. How Beast has put only level Pep takes his buying players. Any manager can do that, even Sean Dyche. See, I disagree, How Beast, because listen, how many people do you know who have had money, including me, okay, and spent it on stupid things? How many managers do you know who have had a lot of money and spent it on bad players? It's easy for us to say, well, he's had all the money. He must, anyone can do that job. And I get that. I get it's like a lazy approach, but it's not true. It's not true because we've seen loads of people in all walks of life with loads of money. Loads of money. I gave a good example about the American Apparel boss. Billionaire, an American Apparel. Hired all the wrong people, went bankrupt. So I think it's just lazy when we say that, if you know what I mean. I think we have to look at it a little bit more in depth and say, well, actually, how does he play football? What does he do? I know he has the best players, but those players still have to do it. You look at Man United, look at the players they've got, and where's their success? It's touch and go, really. Over the course that he's been there, what's he been there 10 years? Probably spent about 120 million a year, or however long he's been there. I can't remember. So that's the Messi and the Pep one, all right? That's what I wanted to I spoke about the Port, we spoke about Pep. So come on, we've got to go on to the Arsenal, haven't we, people? We've got to go on to the Arsenal. I know that's what you're waiting for. Come on, we do mix it up. I don't only want it to be an Arsenal channel. I want to give you knowledge of the other things. But we have to speak about Arsenal, don't we? Come on now. We have to speak about it. Another thing, tomorrow, I won't be doing no video tomorrow because I am back on the radio doing championship commentary. I am going to vlog that day because I'm going to vlog when I'm on the radio and I'm going to add it to the channel and try and get it on maybe Monday nights. And also, maybe this Sunday, I'm not sure, or next Sunday. We're speaking about it. Instead of dwindling and messing around, as you know, I don't really mess around. I am going to do the 10:30 late show maybe on Sunday nights, so after the Premier League games, or maybe on a Monday night for obviously overseas, American connections, Caribbean connections, wherever it may be around the world. If we do a 10:30 stream at night, a soccer show for the Premier League, that'll be good as well. So may have a little squeeze on this Sunday night. I'm not too sure. I'm very, very busy this weekend. But if not, it will start next Sunday. So even if you're chilling on a Sunday night just before you start your week, or you may work Sunday nights, tune into obviously a little soccer show that we'll do. Basically just to run over the Premier League stuff for the people that are overseas and they can't catch the live ones as well. So hopefully people will tune in for that as well. Bjorn has put Cecil at AFTV says Sancho is a mediocre player and will flop in the Prem as well. People are not football experts just because they are on YouTube. 100%. Hey, listen, top players. We've seen him with punditry. We've seen him with them to be managers. How many top players come on to be managers? It's an art. You may know a lot about football, but somehow you've got to know a lot about man management. You've got to know how to try and lead a team. You've got to know how to put a team together. So it's very, very hard. And the problem is we all think we're football experts, don't we? We've all sat there on the sofa and said, well, if that happened to me, I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have done this. So I get where people are coming from. It's the only job in the world where people who can't do the job say that they are better at the job than us. Being a footballer, it's really strange. It's like me going into someone's workplace and saying who builds computers, that's not how you build computers. What the hell are you doing? And I've never built a computer in my life. It just doesn't seem right. But as football fans, we think we're capable of doing it, which is quite funny. So, but as for Sancho, I think Sancho will do well. Will he be as good as he's in Germany? Only time will tell, like you say. But I think he'll do well. Just maybe not as good as what people think he is. There's a reason Man City didn't want to sign him back. And there's a reason Man City let him go and wanted to keep the Fodens of this world, etc. There's a reason for that. So Social D's put Fran, that'd be great to watch. Fran, look forward to it. How Beast has put Fran, on a serious note, I have a soft spot for VR. We'll keep that one there. Okay, Arsenal question. Locatelli, Ruben Neves or Basuma? A lot of fans want Basuma. I can't see it. I wanted Ruben Neves. He's the best footballer out of those three. As in the link from Ben White, Neves into ESR or into Saka, Partey getting third man runs or Partey picking up the scraps and him doing his bit. I would have gone for that. Basuma, I think Basuma's like Ndidi at Leicester. I don't think we need him. It's a little bit too negative at times. That's what I would go for. Fred, on a serious note, what Premier League team would you compare Birmingham City? Birmingham's a weird one, isn't it? But Fulham? Maybe a Fulham? I've not seen a lot of Birmingham City, so I couldn't really tell you. I agree. Cecil from FT talks a lot of nonsense. Same James, by the way. I can't comment. I can't comment on other people. That's their opinion. That's their beliefs. If that's what they think, who are we to say anything else? We don't have to agree, though. That's for sure. Can't be taking your football opinion from AFTV. I heard Cecil talking about Sancho, and I just put my head in my hands. Bias fan TV. That's the thing at times, and I'm not saying that they are, because I do watch AFTV content. I do know Robbie, Laurie, obviously Curtis has been on the show many, many times before with the talk is cheap, etc. However, I do think a lot of content is very biased. And we're all going to be guilty of that. I'm going to be guilty of that with the Messi scenario. With we're all going to be guilty of being biased to a certain degree. But we need to try, and if we're going to be a channel for everyone, we need to try and make it as unbiased as possible and respect each and everyone's opinions in my way. You don't have to agree, but also, and it's always nice to sometimes disagree and have a little debate in the chat, as long as we keep it very amicable. But I think, like you say, I don't think we need to be going down the route of being biased. Darren is saying Basuma is being rumoured to link with Villa. Villa are not playing this year. The money that they've got staying up, they are staying up. Neil's put spot on Fran fans take... wait there, because my camera's in the way when I come off your comments. So my apologies, Neil. My apologies. Spot on, Fran. I think they have know better than the people who have played the game and manage in real life, aka FIFA experts. Yeah. This FIFA stuff is blinding people's the cloudy mind. Wow, stop. Thanks for popping in. But how do you think we'll go against Spurs, Franny? To be honest, I think we'll finish above Spurs. As bad as our team looks at the moment, Spurs don't look like they've got anything. However, Nuno was very, very good when it came to a season with Wolves players. So we could get these players doing completely opposite of what Mourinho wanted to do. Express yourself, get on the ball. They have got some good players on Dombele. Obviously, Son, Dele Alli when he's on form. All these players are good players. Aurier when he gets forward. So we just need to finish above them, but I don't think it'll be easy. I really don't think it'll be easy. Munzi, by the way, is a Man United supporter. So if there's any Man United fans in here, quick shout out. Obviously, Munzi's get to follow. Can I get a follow back for Devils United? So I think there's a new channel. Also, the Man United agenda, I am on tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you are Man United fans, go and check out the Man United agenda. And I just chip in every so often with an unbiased opinion. With a very unbiased opinion. I'll be sorry I meant to have a soft spot for Birmingham City. Okay, I get it, yeah. Amsterdam, yes, they are fan TV too much. I get it. And you know what? It gets clicks. It gets subscribers. It gets you noticed. But if that's not what you're about as an individual, then you shouldn't do something for the wrong reasons, because eventually it will wear off and people will see straight through you. Every single time, people will see straight through you. Chris put, Kevin Campbell really rates Abraham, says it's a no-brainer. Just get him, he says. I did see that earlier. I mean, I don't want him nowhere near Arsenal. I really don't. Will he bring us goals? Maybe a few goals. Maybe Willie might get 10, 12, maybe even 15. But I just don't like the way he plays. I think his first touch was crap. I think he'll run in behind. But he could be the type of player that we need at the minute. And, you know, maybe the football snobbery from me then has popped in again. Neil's put, end of the day, people are entitled to their opinions, but opinions are not facts. Okay, and even facts here. This is quite funny, actually. Those in the chat who don't know, I kind of live my life a little bit, you know, philosophy way, very philosophical or whatever you want to put, you know, however you want to put it. And even sometimes, you know, facts is just facts. And even then we don't really have to look too deep into him. But like you say, the easiest way to put a line straight through it is say that's a fact and that's your opinion. Are you going to put, Fran, if I speak, I am in trouble? Hey, listen, unfortunately, the world that we live in, they say we live in a world where it's freedom of speech. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. Talking of freedom of speech, if anyone is into crypto, there is a coin or a project, a blockchain called Pulse that you couldn't get in now because the deadline is gone, but it will start at 0, and it's the same founder as Hex. And if anyone knows about Hex, that has had 3,000% gain in 9 months. So there you go. And that promotes, and that is to sacrifice freedom of speech and healthcare around the world. That one. So interesting. Ashia's put, would rather go for Matters or Bernardo Silva. Love your channel. Earned a sub from me. Big respect. Like you say, compound effect. Everyone that subscribes, everyone that likes and shares, we are compounding and building a community. And I get where you're coming from. They're a little bit more exciting. Bernardo Silva will go to a bigger club than ours, I believe. Got to be honest. This is a different question, which you know, is probably, we're going a little bit off subject, but quickly we'll touch on it. Craig, Fran thoughts on knife crime. My nephew got stabbed 3 times. It's a bad one. We'll quickly just speak about it. You know, thoughts out. I hope he's still alive. But when it comes to crime, listen, where I'm from, friends, family, have all been involved in this kind of stuff, without going into detail. And it's down to the fact that people don't feel protected by the police, by the government, by the areas that they live in. And if that person's going to carry it, then why should I not carry it? And if that person's going to do this, then I need to make sure I do it first. That's the mentality. And the problem is with that is that the punishments are not severe enough. You get caught carrying a knife in some countries, and it's an instant prison sentence. You know, you get carried, you could carry a gun here, and sometimes not even get sent down. So it's sad, but the punishment just needs to be higher. The punishment just needs to be higher, in my opinion. So Arsenal, like you say, I think for me, I think we're in big trouble, people. I don't want to sound negative, as you know, but I think we're in big trouble. We have somewhat like 2 weeks left or somewhat crazy for the transfer window. We are being linked with, you know, every Tom, Dick and Harry, and they're poor players. I understand we are in a position at the moment where we can't compete with everyone. I get that. I really do get that. And it can be a little bit annoying that we can't compete with these people. However, I do think we have enough quality to finish, if not the same, higher than we did last year, if we get it right. And that's a big if. That's the problem. We're all going mad at the moment. Why have we only got this player? Why have we only got Lukonga, who looks good, by the way? He could turn out to be another Messi kind of Messi, I wish, Kante type of player, etc. I get that. We've brought Tavares in, who's going to be good competition for Tierney, if Tierney gets injured, because we know he's built like candy floss and he could probably get some games. And we hope Abba stops firing. Lacazette, no one wants Lacazette. I know Atletico apparently wanted Lacazette, but that doesn't seem that it's going to happen. Quickly, Neil's put, unless we fix our midfield, i.e. bring in better players, we will find it difficult to improve last season. Fully agree. P. Trim has put, Fran, we look the same as last season. Step change players required. I still can't figure out how Arteta wants to play. Well, I think he wants to play. To be honest, I think he wants to play the way, I think he wants to play the way Pep plays. Yeah. Now, the problem is when you don't have the players to do that, it's going to cost you your job. It's going to cost you your job. If I want to go into, say, I want to start, say I want to start a clothing line, okay? I've always wanted to start a clothing line or fitness line, always wanted to, dabbled in it, didn't work, blah, 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 head weren't in the right space, okay? But say I wanted to, and I say, right, everyone, I want this business, everyone in the community, come and work for me, we're going to be the next Nike. It's not going to happen, is it? Within 1 season, 2 season, 3 season, or 4 years, should I say. It's going to take years. Arteta is coming now, and he wants to do a certain type of way of playing. But these players are not good enough, which makes me think, how are we going to get a head around this process, this trust the process? How are we going to get a head around this? If in football, you don't have that amount of time. You've seen football managers will get sacked in 6 months. Managers will get sacked after 12 months. Managers get sacked after 5 weeks. De Boer at Palace. You know, we don't have a time. It's not like building a business. The only way you can build a business like what Leicester did is if someone comes in with absolutely millions, if not billions of pounds or dollars, whatever you want to call it, and says, right, this is how we're going to go about it. If you've never really had success before, or if you've had success years ago, someone comes in and says, this is how we're going to go about it. We've got a 5-year plan, and we want to be here in 5 years. We don't have that at Arsenal. That's the big problem. We don't have that at Arsenal. So how are we going to build the process if we, as a fan base, we're not willing to do that? And not only as a fan base, because I think sometimes the fan base, as fans, get a little bit of the short straw by saying, yeah, but we need patience. I sometimes say that football as a whole does not have patience. Football as a whole does not have patience. That's the problem. The industry does not have patience. So it's not about we don't have patience. We want everything to happen, instant gratification. I get that. Huge argument, especially in modern day society, instant gratification. However, football doesn't have patience. Football doesn't have patience. Tony C's put, playing out from the back has not looked good so far, still getting caught and losing goals. Needs a rethink. That's the problem. You've got to be good players. Social DRG has put, how well do you think Patrick V will do at Palace? I mean, 12, 13 would be a great season. He's signed some good players. I hope that they do well. Neil's put, totally agree on how Arteta wants to play, but if we can see we don't have good enough players, then you must replace them. Why isn't Arteta and Edu replacing them? Well, Edu seems like, and Arteta seems like they're trying to replace the ones that we had last year, but the ones that we're trying to get in, are they good enough? Are they good enough? Only time will tell. Chris has put, has Arteta actually defined what the process actually is? It's just words. It's not a scientific theory. Great point. I have not actually heard what the process is. Leicester, when they came in, this is the process. Man City, when they came in, this is the process. When they were signing Gareth Barry, when they were signing Julian Lescott, when they were signing these players, they had a vision. And that was at the beginning. That was at the beginning. This is interesting. A few people have asked me about this. Thoughts on the Arsenal fan tokens. Now, I've not looked into it. I imagine it's crypto kind of based. I've not looked into it. I don't know the fundamentals, the white paper when it comes to crypto, basically the foundations of what it actually is. Is it something that you can invest in and it goes up in value, or is it something that you can invest in and then you get points and you can buy through Arsenal? I'm not too sure how it works. If anyone's got any little bit more of in-depth knowledge on the Arsenal coin, let me know. Arteta wants to copy Pep with players not fit to do the style. That's the problem. Grant's put, business doesn't have patience, period. In business, they want results and results are not being achieved. Then they sack those who are not achieving it. 100%. Aggressive patience is one of the terms that I've learned from one of the podcasts that I learned quite a bit. Aggressive patience. And it's like, right, I need to be aggressive on a daily basis, but I need patience for the vision and the long-term success to materialize. And it's true, aggressive patience. Jansen's put, we don't trust the process because I've been patient for too long. We need a different owner who has ambition to see a bigger product on the field rather than just looking at fattening his wallet. 100%. Arsenal defense is wide open like a, yeah, you know what? You got to pay the right money, though. You got to pay the right money. Well, they're close, you know. Tony's put, think people are unfair about Abrahams. He's still only 23 and had some numbers as Dominic Calvert-Lewin season before. Good point. And Tony Montana, fully 100% agree. I just don't like him as a player, the way that he plays. Will he do okay? I think he will. I honestly think he will. I think he'll get 15 goals. And am I being biased now towards the fact that I don't like the way that he plays? Yes, I'm probably guilty of that. If he comes and gives me 15 goals, would I be moaning? Probably not. So it's a good point. It's a very good point. Amsterdam has put, we all knew Bellerin and Willian are playing next season, and Xhaka, of course. Yeah, I think they'll play. Maybe not Willian as much. Hollywood Hills has put, I want to be with, yeah, exactly. I want to be with, KK, but I don't have the dough for her. Same with Arsenal. We want to do the things that we don't have the right tools. It's life. It's life. It is life. Tommy's timing is very poor. Yeah. He just looks a bit unorthodox. But we said that about Crouch, and look what Crouch did ever so well. And let's put tokens. The tokens basically is a mechanism to buy access to part in discussion with the club and fan forum, etc. i.e., pay to criticize Kroenke genius. It's a very good way, and you know why it's a very good thing that they're doing there? People will pay for negativity. People will pay to watch negativity. People like turning on the news. People like people ranting. So if you've got an access to go and have a go on the board and say your opinions across and you've got to pay for it, rather than asking people for cash, invest in this token. I'm not sure whether it will increase in value. Not too sure. Sentiment's put, did you watch the Locks v Dipset? You know what? I've not watched any like that for a very long time. Obviously, I kind of fell away from it because of the lifestyle that it portrays, even though I still do listen to a certain type of music at times, all types of music. So I kind of came away from it because I kind of did my head in a little bit. But I remember Dipset. Oh, mate, I used to bowl around with the snap, but the Dipset on and the Averex jacket. Chris has put, modern football is about money and business, so is life. The West, instant gratification, limited lifespan without the correct checks and balances. 100%. Life's very, very short. I think people are overlooking a lot of stuff rather than being happy in the present now. Money, try and get this, and then still be unhappy when, happiness is right here, people. Right here, talking to me. GB's put, Abraham would not fit into the system at the minute. The ball does not stick with him. Good point. That's my problem. And he provides little link-up play. Abraham is just a fox in the box like Nketiah, but more of a handful for defenders. Now, those points are very, very, very true. But the last point, fox in the box, we could probably do with that, couldn't we? Let's be honest. We could probably do with a fox in the box. And not, and maybe not ask him to link up, maybe not ask him to hold the ball up, just get himself in the box and get some goals. That could be, the reason why Arteta wants him in the door, because we've not got another fox in the box. Marty's put, just my opinion, Martinez, Brazilian David Dunn, all that potential, but will have a career of injuries and never reach max potential. I mean, David Dunn was a player, weren't he? We are all clever apes that love popcorn and being entertained. Yeah. Sentiments put a lanky and Nketiah. Yeah, we are, brainwashed. That is for sure. Until you start educating yourself, self-development, and try not to be brainwashed at times, even though it's hard not to be. But I just can't see what's going to happen with us people. I really can't see. 69, we've even had up to 72 people, 75 people in the chat. Absolutely unbelievable support from everyone who's watching this at this moment in time. If you've not already, I hate saying it all the time, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe. I was going to try and figure out how I can get a subscribe just to pop up on my screen, because I don't want to keep badgering you to subscribe. Just want you to like the content and buy into what we're doing, and hope it brings you great entertainment. As you know, it's always free. At the end of the day, it is free that we sit here and have these conversations, and that's the best thing about it. And we don't just talk about football. We talk about everything else, everyday life. Wisdom. If people are struggling with some mental health, we've got people in the chat we can talk about. Money problems, whatever it may be, girlfriend problems, wife problems, because we all have problems, as we know, and that's what we're here for, people. That is what we're here for. Tom's put, we have the best fox in the box. He has been told to do some defensive duties. Yeah, good point. If we kept him in certain areas, we would get more goals. I think definitely from Aubameyang, asking him to go wide, asking him to come deep, asking him to do overrunning. I think we're taking away from the taking it away from him. I really do. And that's bad management, that is, people. That's bad management. Brandon's put, Fran, I feel we get Max Aarons and a CM and it's done. I think we'll be all right if we get if we get those players. Much love for Greg C12 with a big fist. Martin, Bournemouth 3, West Brom opener tonight. What's your prediction? What a game to open the Championship. Honestly, what a game to open the Championship. Now, a lot of people, I know they only watch the Premier League. I will be not a lot, but some of my content will be Championship based this year as well, because we are a football channel and we can talk about everything football. Because of Peterborough being in there, it's going to be a tough test for them now. I'm doing the radio for that. That'll be great. But Bournemouth, West Brom. I can see a draw. Don't want to be the boring one, but I can see a draw. Trithik has put, big up friend, loving the content, can see a bright future for you, my G. I hope so. I hope so. And you know what? I hope to just bring everyone with me. And I always say it's a little bit corny, but you know what? I can't do this without you. I can't do this on my own with support of my wife and the support of the community. I can't do it. So big love to each and every one of you. Fran moving like a therapist. I love it. Honestly, I love it. And I try and keep it as much football as possible. Eventually, I will do, maybe a different type of show, a podcast away from here for everyday life, because I think a lot of people ignore those kinds of stuff. Darren's put, good to see the channel's growing. Love it. I mean, we're growing. That's the main thing, growing compound. Dear doctor, Ruby keeps hitting me when I do something or say something wrong. What can I do? Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Bjorn's put 2-2 for the Championship game. I will watch Championship. We could be there soon. Imagine. GB's put a cam and a backup goalkeeper seems to be the possible deals that the club are really looking to do. Xhaka extension probably needs no CM. I think that's why we've given him a new one. And we have never considered a right back. I know. Unbelievable. We've never seen any mention. We've seen a few things. It's annoying that we've not been linked with a right back. It really is. It really is. It really is. P-Trim has just put in that. I know Neil's on the screen. He's put, Fran, how do you think we can really unleash Pepe? I think the thing with Pepe is Arteta needs to say to him, you've got these amount of games to really tell me that you're the one who's going to be a regular and a superstar for this team. If you do not produce in this amount of time, in these games, I'm sorry, but I've gave you the opportunity, and you can't be knocking on the door and you can't be moaning when things are not going your way. That's how I would be. That's how I would be. Neil's put, if we fix the midfield, the quality will have a knock-on effect and get our forward firing. Look at Pool City and United. They all have good midfielders and someone who can pick a pass. Games are won in midfield. Games are won in midfield. I always say it. That's why you've got to get your midfield. Games are won in midfield all the time. Hey, Fran, first time commenting. Big up, Fran. Malaysia, love the content. Another one from overseas. Like I always say, can't thank you enough just for coming in, hitting that sub and hitting that like. That's the fee for you. And I really do appreciate it. And I'm welcome to the community. Social D put, you could just narrate some books, Franny. I'll be here all day. I'm reading these books at the minute now, and I just can't get through them quick enough. I just don't get time to sit down and really, try and get through the books. Chris has put, Arsenal will suffer if we don't sort out the right back and keeper. Our Achilles heels is our defense. Very true. John Page Freeze popped in. Another Caesar with Bellerin. Do not remind me. What about Pereira? Good option. I think he's gone overseas, and he got weighed in. Absolutely weighed in. We wouldn't have gave him that money. Fran, Arsenal, same old different season. Very true. Del Foggles put, great content, Fran. You and Curtis are the only providers I watch now. Had a great pleasure watching Curtis' channel grow, and I hope and know yours will grow from strength to strength. Well, another great, unbelievable comment. I really do appreciate it, Del Fog. And welcome to the community. That's the main thing. Welcome to the community. And maybe I would say enjoy your last weekend before the Premiership starts and it wants to ruin all your weekend. Darren's put, welcome to all the new subs. Really do appreciate it. Can't believe it. Already we've been on 55 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up bang on the hour. Let's see. BK joined in late. Hope everyone is good. Cheers, BK. Martin Pereira is gone. Sorry, I know. But Sabitzer, he's kind of gone quiet. Neil's put, can't see us getting a right back because we're 3 at the club. Unless we sell 2, ain't getting a right back. Yep. Really, really sad. I think we might play 3 centre-backs at time as well. Try and play high wing-backs. Prediction for Posh at Luton tomorrow. I've got to go for a Posh win. And unfortunately, I am not playing, so I can't score the fastest goal in the Football League tomorrow, which is a pity, which I did 20 years ago. But I'm praying that Posh win and I can bring some great commentary to all the people that will be tuning into the BBC. That will be absolutely fantastic. Stress is pending, people. Listen, come on, we need to deal with that stress. Hey, there's more stress in imagination than there is in reality. Another one for you. Think that's Seneca. Shabashish has put, where do you think Arsenal will finish the season and what should our realistic target be? I think we're not going to get top 6. Come on now. I can't see it. I wish I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, okay? I can see us getting, I've said 10th if we don't sign anyone. 10th. That's what I've said. Which is, it pains me to say that. But, you know, you never know. We did finish the season, I suppose, okay. So hopefully we can, you know, kick on. Hit the like button, people. Really do appreciate it. So a couple more minutes left before we have to shoot off. Enjoy your Friday night. Come on now. Champions are made on a Friday night. And then obviously whatever you're doing over the weekend, really, really take the time out to improve and obviously spend some time with family, some friends, or even spend time on your own. Going for a walk is great medicine for the mind on your own. Sorry to be so deep. Sorry for so deep. Fran, have a good weekend. Take care. You too, everyone. Really, really hope you have great weekends. John's put, got to wait till 2022 for a new right back. We'll play with 3 centre backs occasionally this season. I do believe we will. Optimistic 5th place. John's going for. While Stoppers put, Franny, can you do a stream on your career as a baller in the future? So do you mean the things that I would have done better, the things that I should not have done, etc. That kind of stream. If people are interested in that, just give me a quick eye. There is 55 people in that. If you would like a stream on, you know, advice for footballers or the ins and outs of footballer, give me an eye quickly in the stream before we go. That'll be great. Chris has put 8th or lower, mid-table. Are you gonna? We're literally going to have the same team as last season. I do believe we are, and it's going to be a bit strange. Maybe Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, even with a laughing face. While stop, Darren's put would be good. We've got a few eyes in the stream, which would be good. We are linked to so many good players, but never put a bid in. This is frustrating. I'm worrying every single time. Just joined, Fran. I'm sorry I missed you. No problem. No problem, Sibon. No problem. There's going to be plenty of streams for each and every one of you. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of eyes for the streams of what you should and shouldn't do, I suppose, of trying to become a footballer for the young ones in the chat. And maybe the old ones have got sons, even daughters who, you know, interesting. Which would be good. CJ's put, I just got back from a bike, 30k ride. We'll watch this episode after our show. Thanks in advance. Love. Like, listen, that's awesome from you that you're going on 80k rides and obviously working on yourself. And Social DRG has put personal health advice. Live, Fran. That would be good. That would be good. I'm deep into that. I don't know what we would call it. What would we call it? Life therapy. Life therapy. Max top 8. Arsenal linked FC. There you go, people. Bang on 59:30 seconds. Let's just get to 60. Why not? Let's just get to 60. So if you're not already, hit the subscribe. Really do appreciate everyone coming in. It's been a great journey so far. It's only going to get better for each and every one of us. And like you say, we try and cover as much as we can. Fran therapy, Darren is saying. Healthy eating advice. Listen, we're changing to a lifestyle channel. We're changing to a lifestyle channel. Healthy eating. I'm guilty of shouldn't be eating the certain things, but moderately, I am very, very healthy when it comes to that. So Fashion FC, new kit. Hey, it won't surprise me if a new training kit comes out soon as well. It would not surprise me. Social D's put, I've got an issue, Fran. It's a rash. Can you help? Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Oh, funny. Absolutely funny people. Right then, people, I'm going to get out of here. Gave a good week, Fran. Top stream as well. Fran, the life coach. Really do appreciate it. Breaking news. The Martian Messi is flying to all the top 6 clubs in England to make a move. Talk sport. Never. Can you imagine that? Wait there. Wait there. We're not going. We're not going. We're not going. I've got to see if that's true. If Messi is flying around the clubs. Messi deal would have put Barcelona at risk for 50 years. No, it's not. This is not happening. That's not happening. Whoever that is, no chance. Right, big up everyone. Really do appreciate it. I'll check up TalkSport to see if that is true. Thanks ever so much for all the support this week. It's been magnificent. And I will see you. I'm not here tomorrow. Try and get maybe Sunday evening. I am in a charity match Sunday. And we'll see whether we can start the old the soccer talk as well for the American contingency as well. So you take care. Look after yourself. And I am out. See you later.